No riots.
No,
No riots.
No, I
There's
mean,
definitely
they can technically right. It's 7:03.
I mean-
but you know.
So Lunar isn't here yet, and Saps was almost not here because he's taking care of Flecken.
Flecken being a bastard.
Oh, you know
Aw.
dogs. What? But we love that dog.
Flecken is
He's
good.
been going for like every 15 minutes for the last hour.
Aw,
We love
but he's
dogs because we don't take care of dog. That is law.
He's just a puppo. That's all.
Good way to
He's
Bobby.
8 years old.
He's a puppo.
It's a Bobby.
He's not tits.
No.
Yes, Jay.
Anyway, so
I get it.
last time was how many weeks ago?
2, I think.
It's been 2 weeks. Seems like forever.
Yeah, it was like the beginning of 2 weeks ago.
I'm sorry.
I'm also sorry.
I hope we haven't
Well, I'm not.
misaligned ourselves for when the next game releases.
Wander apologizes for nothing.
True.
Good.
All right. Do we want to keep stalling until Lunar gets here?
I don't know, buddy. It's
Well,
your.
what is going on? I forget what's
Oh yeah, what is going on? So, French and Debts
French.
and Tiger Man.
Right.
Yup.
Okay.
Yes, Jay.
Trying
Oh,
to bring my
Last time we went to the Tender Lender right at the very end.
That's right.
Oh, with the assholes, right?
Armstrong is being strong-armed by Zinniop. Oh, how do you pronounce that?
Zinio. Yeah, why not?
And then we got a clue who that was. It probably was the head of that is the imposter penis.
I don't know who that could be. That could be
And there's
anybody.
that creepy
Yeah,
girl,
that's
the
right,
creepy
that's
young
right.
woman. Yes.
And
so-
also cardboard badge.
the cardboard badge.
That was the
Yes.
last thing we found. Yeah.
Yes,
was the
Wednesday
cardboard badge.
Adams is fake Maya.
Yep.
Shows it to no one.
Mhm. I don't know
So
how
what
much
we're gonna
longer
do
we
is
can.
leave this place and show this what guy in the fake one to everyone else.
Yeah, because we can't really
Let's-
theorize on who done it until Lunar gets here, because it seems pretty obvious who done it. But he's got to get them there.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright,
guys,
should I load the selected data? Save data?
Might as well.
see where
Right.
we left off, which was at the
Oh.
building. Oh, yeah.
So we're here.
Right, scary lady.
I remember now. Last time we played this was before Capcom did a presentation.
That's right.
How can you? Why
John.
was that?
Or in-
Because that presentation included Ace Attorney, and that presentation sucked.
It was.
I see.
It wasn't the worst. Last
It
time we
was
played,
fun.
I
It
didn't,
wasn't
Performance best.
very-
I didn't know what Metroid Dread was last time we played this.
That's
That was
fair.
that was a sad
Yeah.
time.
I
It's
watched
true, very
back
true.
your reaction to that. That was very fun.
Yeah. I see there's an ashtray on the ground.
Yeah. Also, I am
Yeah.
only pressing the left and right on the D-pad.
Bye, cursor.
You know,
Good
Is this the
old-
Pro Controller or?
Yeah, it's Pro Controller.
Oh.
Let's just look around while Lunar's rushing
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Who's Maya?
probably you.
Okay. Oh no! Someone dropped the ashtray at the floor.
Oh no.
That's going to be a nightmare to clean up.
It's all over the rug and everything.
Sound just like your cousin.
I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater at once. Cleaning up was such a pain. What's one of those super antiques where you would have to burn a ton of charcoal?
And she managed to knock one of those over. Aren't they supposed to be super heavy?
On purpose. Oh hey! There's a book that matches here too. Of matches here too.
Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. Wait a
What is
minute.
this?
I just realized we're not full screen.
One gosh darn dingle dang moment.
Look.
Oh.
Ooh.
I think it's supposed to be
Okay.
the swords rather than the window.
Look what's printed on the cover. It says Tribulations, Maya.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Matches used for
well-
advertising found lying in Tender Lender.
These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them.
Yeah, the pilot light of the office boiler keeps going out.
Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, the
Solid
racing.
gold desk, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking at this
Beautiful.
guy. Which Pokemon is this?
That's Daramaka or whatever.
Doraemon.
No,
Yeah,
don't talk to him about the manatee.
I almost said Doraemon. I'm like, that's not right.
That's a different thing.
Doraemon is definitely a Digimon because it ends with mon.
No.
Yes, that would make sense. Or is that how
Let's
that is?
see. That is what it is. This round thing is called the room, I think.
Doraemon.
I figured I'd read a book about you and be more cultured in case you were wondering. That's the explanation as to why we're learning about Japanese culture in Japaphonia.
You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change?
Heh, but you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always write himself.
Couldn't they just say that Maya is Japanese?
But
Honestly, they could.
I come from Kurain Village.
And they don't want Curry to
in
be too far
the
away.
Japanese California diaspora.
Mm.
Diaspora who?
Go on, Nick. Give him a good show.
Only if I feel like dying.
Now, this yellow thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king. Not that I'm an expert at anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know?
Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Look.
Gulp.
Hey! There's a piece of paper sticking out from under here.
What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one?
That's that scooter.
$15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane.
The car registered to the Cadaverinis?
The Cadaverinis? That is such a good name.
Huh?
They
So
kill
it's not even the Tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office?
Do we know the tiger's name other than Zinio?
Nah, I don't think so.
I think maybe if you check the
I think they
profiles.
mentioned it. It has
Could-
been 2 weeks.
Could be in the
Lunar is
profiles.
just late, Dragoni.
Yeah. Can we check the record record and see if we know his name?
Car repair bill for $15,000. Paid by Tigray.
Okay, so we know he's called Tigray, it sounds like.
Tigray.
He's not here.
Yeah.
He's not here. Went through compromise?
I wonder what that's supposed to mean.
It must mean something if they took the trouble to frame it like that.
Yeah, well, it still doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe they're morticians, Adams. Wait.
Mm.
Oh, hi!
Ah!
It's Jay.
That's Tenderlander's guiding principle.
Oh?
Compromise the customer to win.
Now
No.
I get it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I see. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, well, as long as we don't have any to compromise my hair, I'd say we're okay. Or my life. Ah, that's one slogan no business owner should ever have to explain to their customers.
Rocketeer it's a comic. It's a word in the comics.
Mm.
You're asking if Rocketeer is a word. I guess. Not too
Hey,
bad.
Phoenix, where's the idol statues that the mobsters usually have?
Where's the idol statues? The mobsters
Yeah, you know, like
usually
A-sets?
have? They're busy on the other set, right? I don't know.
So this is not our first run-in with organized crime, is it?
No.
Nope.
Because in the first game we
What's
ran into.
this?
In the first game, I think we ran into the Italian yakuza.
Yep, we
Oh, this is
that was
also-
D. Vasquez.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, Di Vasquez. That's
Yeah.
not. That's. That doesn't sound like an Italian name. This is the Italian yakuza.
Mm.
The Cadaverinis. The famous Yakuza
Punching
family, the
bag.
Cadaverinis.
It's a punching bag.
Yep.
What? No way. You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that.
What do you mean walking around?
The design is gross to start with. It's way too heavy to be practical.
Thinks it's a purse.
And why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before back in Tribulations. Paris fashion is more my thing.
I really hope she's pulling my chain on this one.
Look at that
I'm not.
face.
Yank, yank.
There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it.
But Tish.
The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into.
Bill Conti's greatest hits. Huh.
Uh-oh.
You are.
Now it's Jay.
It's Jay.
Oh.
Well, why would it
It's
be
the
in
girl.
question marks? Oh. Have you finished the coffee? Hi, sir. What the hell?
Yes, thanks. It was lovely.
So, you drank it all? If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. This game is awfully coffee themed this time around.
That coffee, it was laced with something. I'm almost sure of it.
Nick, my stomach, it's killing me! Oh, wait, maybe it's just a burger I ate for breakfast.
I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance.
I hope that Japan knows American Maya's obsession with burgers. 'Cause it's
What
got,
the-
yeah. Oh,
What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw Tiger?
gee,
Oh,
thanks for
very good.
making the same joke as me.
It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, I have a quick question actually.
Yeah.
And no one had the ad so we can post on Twitter because we forgot about Discord and all of that because
This
Wait
is
a
what
minute,
happens
yeah.
when Lunar isn't here.
Yeah.
I remember that. Oh, I'll look into it while you guys keep going.
Lunar's
okay,
the only
thanks.
thing
What?
holding this channel together.
Luna's the only one with that thumbnail, I believe.
Hey.
Okay, Lunar and Jay are the only things holding this channel together.
What?
They just search and replace noodles with.
This must be the CD Maggie told us about.
Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal.
No way, that woman will make us drink more coffee if we do.
I wanna
Fine.
listen.
I want it. It's mine now.
Did we talk to Gumshoe about this?
Yeah?
A bit of a delayed reaction there, Maya.
Come out from under the desk, Maya, please. What are you doing around in my office for? Nothing. We were just. My precious carpet. You's got ash on my rug. You's gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. It was already like that. You just wanna argue with me? Is that what you doing? You think you could just take me on? I'm gonna flatten you doing the pancakes and turn you into my new rugs. I'm sorry.
What kind of pancakes?
No, you see, no, you didn't follow the threat. Oh, this is Jay.
Oh. Don Tiger, you're back.
That voice, it's like evil seeping into your head through your ears.
I'm sorry, Don Tiger.
Tiger or Tigre?
Tigray.
I know what my eyes see on that shirt. I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and
Has she got a death wish or what? Oh, right!
Oh my! This is the exact same pose as the first murderer in the first game.
Oh, it is!
Saw it.
with the mouth.
Saw
Huh?
it.
Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing.
V. Her name is V.
What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair.
Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan.
Ah, Phoenix right.
Hey. So I'd like to talk about
Yes.
something. It's called practicing law without a license.
And I'd like to talk about you messing up my carpet. You was either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things I want to ask. No questions. This is the last time we meet. Hey. Wait, hey, please.
That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him.
Like you want to talk. I didn't hear you scream hold it either.
Hold it.
The espresso.
Oh, wait, no.
Perfect. And cookies.
Are they biscotti?
This woman is definitely not good for my heart.
She seems
Now-
fine. She's nice.
What was it? I mean, she's gonna poison me, maybe. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? Oh,
Okay,
good.
talk
Oh,
to
good.
her.
She's just here to talk to you
I'm
now.
gonna get this desk now.
Yeah, all right. That's one impressive desk on one impressive rug.
It's solid gold, Nick. Gold! Just look at that shine. Only real gold shines like that.
Would you really want such a shiny desk, though?
I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow! I'm completely dazzled!
That's because it's
I'm here.
Hello!
Hey!
Huh?
Take all of your characters back!
That
The lady
too.
scares
Please
me.
give them to me.
Hey, Lunar!
Your cat!
You also maybe have the thumbnail for Twitter.
Oh shit. Well, they should all be in the scheduling channel.
I was looking,
they
I didn't
there?
see them.
No.
They
They're
applied.
they're there.
Let me check
No?
again. Where?
Did I not upload them this week? What am I?
No, you didn't.
Actually, don't
Damn
see
it! The 1 week I forgot.
It's okay.
It's alright.
Alright,
I
Maya.
can
Thank
see
you,
it my
Discrepancy.
nose in the reflection. That's gotta be really distracting.
Maya is sitting at the solid gold desk.
So, what you missed, we found a book of matches from Tribulations on the floor, and then we found a CD in the tape deck that was the actual CD of MC Bomber that they were looking for before, and
We
there was a
also
piece of
found-
paper on the
Yeah.
piece of paper under the shogi piece, which
Yep.
was a damages claim for a car for the Cadaverinis.
Yeah, for someone called the Cadaverini. Which is the name of the
Amazing.
Also,
It's great.
the spooky girl is named Violetta, or V.
And she's standing right in front of us.
It's V. Here's V.
She is- Ah!
There's a V.
So I'm kind of curious about your company, Tenderlender.
The warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. conscientious rate of interest and an attractive repayment policy.
Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well?
We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tender Lender. Hey, Nick. Things are a bit tight for Right & Co. at the moment, aren't they?
Not this tight.
I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters.
500?
Yeah. Why don't you take it a loan?
Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much, no.
Tender Lender is on your side.
So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then?
We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee.
Right. I think I'd rather skip town.
Yes,
You guys can't hear.
the V stands for
leaf-
violence.
You
What was
guys
that,
can't
Leonard?
hear the leaf blower outside, can you?
You cannot hear that.
No,
Oh, you can?
I can't.
Guess so much.
I can.
Again, whenever she talks.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's nothing I can do about that. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, you need to channel your inner V and go murder me.
Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well.
You're not gonna poison me. Probably. So, do you know
Hopefully.
about the incident? Do you know about the incident we're investigating?
What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident? Let me see.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Lunar is a little bit quiet, and I can't turn you up anymore on my end.
Okay, I guess I'll just move my mic then.
Thank you.
Testing, testing. Is that better?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager.
The manager being the tiger.
Furio Tigre. Furio!
Tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from.
Zin Eop's got a real name! Nick, hurry up and find out more about him.
Okay. Except, she's done talking. Present something?
He,
Probably present.
he wouldn't have a real name?
Present the tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre?
Cookie?
Hmm.
Sure? How do you like my cookies? I bake them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours.
No. Ladies first, my, No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together?
We are lovers.
Press X to doubt.
That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice.
And on Tigre, my life. He's the one who saved me.
The tiger saved you?
Please, address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to.
Okay, Don Tigre, of course, I'm sorry. He saved her life? I'd like to know how that happened.
Tell us about yourself.
So about this,
More coffee? You must have more.
No! Thanks, I've had enough, really, I'm so thirsty.
I don't leave the office. I can't tell you anything. Except Don Tigre.
Did you have a
Tell me
conversation
about
right
my
now?
badge. Okay.
About this. What about the fake badge?
What about Don Tigre's badge?
About this.
Aw.
Oh, come on.
Once
That would have
a-
been funny.
What about Gumshoe's
right.
weenies?
They've been in our pockets for 2 weeks.
Leave it.
Oh, those are probably gross by now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You know, Maggie will still appreciate the thought.
Ugh.
About this.
Okay, so she clearly won't tell us anything. Oh,
Oh, there we go.
I'm very frail, you see.
it's the Russian Yakuza.
Just recently, I died. Once.
Huh?
You died?
But you got better.
But I got better. About 4 months ago,
I hope to come back alive soon.
the doctor said to abandon all hope.
I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the River Styx.
But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything! When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided to pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso.
And lattes.
I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head?
This.
Let's talk about that.
We got some sad music here.
It's fashion.
So, what's the story with the bandage?
They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury.
Insanity.
Fatal injury?
Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So, that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once?
Oh.
Dun,
Ah.
dun.
Is there a second injury? What are we suggesting here?
She really creeps me out, Nick.
Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. Should we try?
Yeah, let's try. Just
Sure.
get an idea of what we need to look for.
Let's find out.
Sure. Take that.
Headband.
You said that bandage around your head was from an operation. You also said that you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct?
Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, huh? Did the injury in question have something to do with this?
Car crash?
That makes sense.
Oh, maybe.
I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident.
Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis.
Yes, it is.
Hi, Jay.
I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me?
Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. Your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. I think maybe we're up shit creek.
It might be.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
Alright.
Oh well. I don't think I have enough evidence. I should investigate and come back again later. Bye.
Later, nerd.
Alright. Let's go see
Oh.
Maggie?
Sure. January.
Vitamin Square.
There he is! Old Sadie's back feeding the pigeons again.
Udo.
Here, take this, and get out of my park.
Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can.
What? Why? Hello, old man.
What are you doing, Maya?
Huh?
Hey, he just turned his back on us.
I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning.
Hey, Mr. Kudo.
Pigeon.
Look, we really need to talk to you, all right?
Do we?
Out with the demons. In with good fortune.
Ow, ow, ow! Seeds, shell splinters, painful.
Always knew you were a demon, Maya.
Well, we can talk to him.
I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today.
Everyone's talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at a serving girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy depraved animal.
Not at all, no.
Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw what the waitress put it in. I saw she put some white powder into the young lad's Jamashino.
We hear you.
And another thing, the young layabouts was wearing an earpiece. On the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles.
We're really sorry.
Some made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I'll tell you. I tell you.
Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo.
Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky hair brat. Take this.
Oh no.
You said you were a craftsman, right?
The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves.
Surely it's not that.
I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the Shoguns. Do you hear me? I don't become an embroiderer. I was born one.
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself.
I want to stick my fingers up the dribbling old judge's nose. And scream right down his ear hole. Objection!
Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young?
I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all.
I got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out.
If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? Just suck it up, Nick. Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much call for Creston these days, then?
Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands.
Errands?
Everybody takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of stupid community handyman?
Well...
Don't say a word. Buy some bread. Now that I can understand. What's the point of feeding some cedar pigeons? What do people see what I mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at a restaurant. I just get in the way, don't I?
I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and? At that restaurant? Hold up, by restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too?
Yes, I did. The very day the young man was poisoned.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
That's not relevant to the case
Why
at
didn't
hand.
this get brought up earlier?
It's
So-
not relevant.
On the day of the incident, what were you asked to do?
Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, the young man slumped over the table.
Oh, they asked me to call the police, didn't they?
The serving girl collapsed. And I broke the vase. It all happened so fast I was a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted me over to me.
Oh. Excusez-moi, you call the police.
I didn't see the shirt for a second. I was like, no!
Call him yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time.
So, did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze.
Did you call them on your cell phone?
What's a cell phone?
Yeah.
Cat, do I look like I had one of those newfangled thingamajiggies? I went out looking for a payphone, of course.
You went looking for one?
I couldn't find one right away, you know? Wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes?
Does the restaurant not have a phone?
So-
That doesn't matter.
So for 5 minutes after the incident happened.
Yes, sirree. The owner wasn't sure he had on his own.
Why did you mention this in court this morning?
Well, I
Nobody
would have if you'd given me the chance.
Oh.
But all you all pulled me out of the courtroom.
Jay.
No, thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
Wait a minute. If that's the case, I got more to say. Yes, I remember something else.
Barfleaf, escort the witness out the courtroom.
Again, honest to
will
goodness.
never die.
It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame.
You could have at least told us before we got to court.
Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police?
It's important that he wasn't there for 5 minutes.
What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that woman, I mean that man, alone in the restaurant, or whatever they want to be.
Whatever they want to be.
Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose.
Sometimes I'm both.
What do you mean?
Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant.
Oh,
Oh, sure. You go ahead and say it was in the way as usual.
Good censor,
We
you
need-
couldn't say that word anyway.
We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong.
Alright.
I am so glad I got Cheetos for that.
That's perfect.
And she said,
Yes,
"What?
2-week-old
Chico,
weenies
boom,
incoming!
oh, Mr. Wright.
Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you.
Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty much touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man.
Well, he was all over the place with his testimony.
He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident, anyway.
Is it possible she is the one misremembering things? Oh, the sad
can't
music. Oh no.
Contradiction.
Maki. You know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yup. There's just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him.
But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup?
So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with writing on it. Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right?
It was MC Bomber, Maya. That name that was scrawled on the... Somebody got a dog scramping around?
I don't know what he wants. Do you need to go pee?
Bring
was
Flecken to us.
That name was scrawled on the sports paper as well, Maya!
I'll be right back.
Flecken.
It was all written down by Flacken.
They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir.
You mean the CD? Did we take the CD or just leave
You
it?
mean the CD?
Yes, that CD!
Hi, Lume.
Or the victim's medication, that's gone missing too.
Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me.
After the incident. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn L., collapsed, right?
Yes. It's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop.
Oh yeah.
When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir.
So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribulations.
No idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright?
The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture.
Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police.
Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time.
No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you?
No.
When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all.
Did Maggie ever say that she remembers Kudo being there?
I think she did. Maybe?
Okay.
It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright?
Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier.
I don't know. Things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir.
Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out.
Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old CD.
Okay. Present old man.
Oldman.
Oldman.
Hans Oldman.
Gary Oldman. Wait.
What? I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been in the in a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. Seems like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better.
Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony.
Roger. I'll spill it all and I'll see what you make of it.
Okay. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you?
Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite.
Aha! So
Maybe she didn't.
my hunch was onto something when I asked if she even remembered him being there.
Doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table. It's true, there was another customer in the restaurant.
Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo.
Not him.
But I can't really say it was an old man.
Oh!
Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman.
A woman?
Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh.
Did she like coffee?
Creepy?
Cackling?
Why do I get the feeling I come across a woman like that recently?
Oh,
Present her.
You mean this one?
You mean this woman?
I know I used to be on the police force, sir. But I'm incarcerated now. So I can't use my connections to help you.
No.
Maggie.
All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons or the clientele of Tribulations, sir.
But
We're asking about the
don't let
clientele
it
Tribune.
Don't let it get you down, Maggie.
Maggie, we're asking about exactly that. Please, Maggie.
Holy smokes, that's him! Huh? That's your phony, Mr. Wright. Just look at that ridiculous suntan.
For the record, I am not sunburned like an overdried tomato, so I don't know how.
He told me he'd been on a business trip to Hawaii, and that's where he got the tan.
I am not hearing this.
Oh, this disc?
Oh, yeah. You mean this tan?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Damn it.
Can we now talk to her because we
Hey,
showed
this badge?
him?
Is that your attorney's badge?
Actually, it's a fake.
Holy smokes, that's it! Huh? That's the badge your phony had, Mr. Wright.
You got duped by this?
Look at it, it looks so realistic.
But
But it's a completely different color.
and what about the fact that it's made of paper?
Actually, I think that's cardboard.
It's the
He
same.
said he,
Cardboard is paper.
he said the badge got a tan as well while he was in Hawaii on business.
Oh my god! I'm beginning to see how my phony was able to gain her trust. Maggie, please.
Alright, let's give you lunch.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got something you're gonna love.
I guarantee you.
Really? What is it?
I'm allergic to weenies.
A lunchbox just for you. Here.
Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make you such a nice lunchbox? Detective Gumshoe. He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir.
Hey, come on, Maggie, don't be like that.
The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them.
Somehow when an ex-cop's turned witness says that, it seems a whole lot scarier.
And anyway, I hate weenies.
No.
Eh.
Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But
She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. 2-week-old weenies. Here we go.
I think it's already a waste.
I guess so.
Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Oh, no.
Well, how was it?
That hit the spot. I love weenies.
Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir.
I'm sad now.
Is there a new thing to talk about? No.
Aged to perfection.
What a good vintage.
Probably now we can go find Gumshoe and he can cry about what just happened, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
It's
forgot about the
January.
other badger.
I hate him.
Oh, that's Eps.
I thought I was the chief.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, that's Wanda then.
The main server just went up in smoke! Oh, why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already!
Yeah, there's a problem with the internet too.
I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief.
But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up my station soap progress.
It's anime, Chief. Throw in the switch.
It's culture. Just when some young guy was about to confess his soon hot to girlfriend.
Some young guy. I love that. That's great.
Wow, this place is really buzzing.
Something must be going down. Something really big. Oh,
Hey, what are you doing here, pal?
I'm yelling timber.
Detective Gumshoe. Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefings if you just stay.
huh? But Gumshoe, I missed you so much. It's been a while.
We've got big problems here today.
Why? What's going on?
It's a virus. A virus.
Computer virus.
A virus?
Yeah. There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system.
But I really need to ask you some questions. Gumshoe, please.
Ask him anyway.
Okay, I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up.
Yes.
No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this. You hear? Not that I've done it.
Okay.
If you've got money trouble, just go on a diet on instant noodles and hang in there.
Amen.
We're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information.
Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. You know, predatory loans.
A crow.
And it seems it ran into some trouble just recently.
A crow landed on a branch right outside my window.
Oh.
Beautiful.
It's a bird. Get rid of it.
Water won't be here next week.
No, we love birds.
No.
You're so
Wrong.
smart.
Sorry,
You
Seagull
know
Boy.
my seagulls.
Yeah.
I had to mow the lawn holding a rake in my hand.
Seagulls
to
are
avoid the
different
seagulls.
from crows.
Seagulls are flying rats.
No, wow.
Crows are
disagreeing with that.
Crows are smart and good, and they're in their
Crows are
stone
good.
age right now, so
Crows
be
are
nice to them.
And seagulls don't know how to eat a hot dog.
They stole my sister's
Don't
burgers
ask.
from her hands.
The burgers.
Oh, that's it.
Very good.
Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed, calling in all their debts.
Really?
Don't go poking your nose around in that business, pal. There's this one girl. She gave me a coffee. I was laid up for a week.
No! Uh-oh.
You will really regret it if you upset that lady.
Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute.
What?
What did he just say? That lady?
Oh. Who's the lady he's talking about, Nick?
You better find out what the story is with this lady.
She's a lady.
So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe?
Well,
Yes, Detective Gumshoe. Tell us what a
Please
computer
tell me.
virus is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal?
And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable.
Anyway, new technology. What with a face, pal? You think you know what a virus is?
Well, Nick, do you?
A computer virus? Sure, I mean only in simple terms, of course.
Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on.
Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright?
I see you, Capcom.
Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine, I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you.
What's a virus?
What's a virus?
A virus.
A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage, you guys.
Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode?
No, the damage is, well, it's all internal.
Well, there are some that spin the hardware really fast and try to actually burn it out, but we won't go there.
Oh yeah.
So, the inside goes boom, right?
Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about.
Whoa. That's scary.
Yeah, and what's even more scary is that the viruses are infectious.
Infectious?
Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster.
This is like a real virus, eh? Like the name's appropriate.
But, Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that?
Yeah, if it takes ages to type in all that data, why would anyone want to destroy it, pal?
No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else's.
My
What?
God.
That's horrible!
Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Dr. Godot so he catches a cold.
Dr. Godot.
Everyone's a doctor.
Fight.
Right, so he wouldn't be able to show up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Wink.
Who, what, where, when, and why did this conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway,
So how?
that's what a computer virus is, a bad program that causes damage.
Boost.
And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we've caught somewhere before.
The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard it before too.
It's called the coffee bean.
Okay, so maybe we should present the Violetta and also MC Bomber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Goyle who works over at Tenderlender. You want to stay away from her, okay, pal? I mean it.
She does kind of look unforgiving, doesn't she?
That should be the least of your worries there, pal.
What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse?
Her name's Viola. Oh, Cadaverini. I thought it'd be different.
That man is
She is
Yakuza.
she is the only granddaughter of the Bruto Cadaverini. Where's the
Bruto.
plot? Brutal.
Bruto
Brute.
Cadaverini? Do you know who that is, Nick?
Yeah, brutal, Brutus.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Bruto Cadaverini is the boss of the Cadaverini family.
The Cadaverinis. That's one scary sounding name.
We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But if you're thinking of taking them on, but you are, aren't you?
No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to.
You're gonna do it.
I better get some more info out of Gumshoe about this family. Yep.
Cadaverinis.
I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis?
Who are they? A bunch of scary people, that's who.
You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about?
Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop, these guys are scary. They've got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them. They've got too much moolah.
Moolah, as in...
They pretty much control all the cash in the city's black market.
black market, huh? And that includes Tenderlander, I take it.
Sure. No one stands up to Bruto Cadaverini, and I mean no one.
Interesting.
So, Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then?
Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little Goyle. She means everything to him.
So, how'd she end up at Tenderlander?
I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss at Tenderlander are pretty tight.
Hey, hi, Dio.
That's what it said in the file I read related to Maggie's case.
Sounds like a pretty important clue. The virus?
The disc.
Yup. Detective Gumshoe, about this.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
What?
What are you talking about?
Hey, I don't
No.
Oh, wait. Is this
Oh.
not?
Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark. What's going on?
It's okay, Maya, you don't have to cry about it.
Oh,
Oh,
it's.
Oh.
Sorry, I skipped something.
Oh,
It sounded like
oh,
it
your
was.
name was scribbled somewhere. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
On the sports paper and written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomb. Which
What?
may be why I thought it was going to explode. Yeah, the virus, that's the infected computer and the station pal. It's MC Bomber.
can you give us any more details, please?
I'm gonna guess that somebody put the CD in the computer, and it's like, oh no, what happened?
Maybe.
Oh, we already knew about the MC Bomber virus for a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met.
Who are they?
I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess.
And now the virus has been released, huh?
Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city.
Damn.
Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. Who dances at a carnival?
All this stuff with criminals and viruses? It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie.
Did meet a robot.
That happened.
Definitely not a robot.
Mm,
What do you mean? That was a totally normal person.
maybe.
Apparently, the programmer who made the virus was a real genius.
A real G.
Jay?
Jay?
Sorry, I just had a thought. Don't mind me. The focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus in the black market.
You mean someone put this virus up for sale?
Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag is in the millions of dollars, pal.
The millions? A virus can be worth that much?
If you could get so many instant noodles. I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing.
And that is?
You know, the lunchbox. How did everything go? Come on, come
Uh-oh.
on. It must have went great. Come on.
Lunchbox.
Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it.
You remember the weenies?
I remember the week.
I hate weenies.
Oh yeah, those wings. I remember those wings. Oh my god.
So, how did my weenies taste when they went down the hedge? Come on, come on.
I don't
come
like
on.
that. I don't like that.
No,
Gumshoe,
why you have
here's
to
what you
word
gotta
it like
do.
that?
Here's what
I
you're
don't
gonna
like that.
carry a tape recorder with you around for a day.
Okay.
And then listen to it
Alright.
at the end of it.
You know,
Hey,
that's
Jacob,
not the
Jacob,
first
you
one.
did that too?
You ain't the first one to tell me that. I listened to it. I am hilarious.
Huh? Well, it was delicious.
And Sap, shut up. Yeah, she said that? Really? I can't wait to ask her about it. Yeah.
Well, not exactly.
Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared.
Prepared? What do you mean?
Oh, you know what I mean. I made a jumbo lunchbox.
Oh.
The time is nigh. Do me a favor again, huh, pal, and deliver this.
Oh, this sure is a heavy burden in more ways than one. So many weenies.
I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring a date. Oh, yeah.
Weenies again, Nick? Don't tell me we have to eat all these too.
You could feed them to the crows.
Fill a stomach with love and
There's a
plenty of
thought.
weenies.
Feed them to Flecken.
I really
Like
can't
in-
eat anymore.
Hey, Flecken. Okay.
Come here,
Oh,
boy.
don't do that. Don't do that
Come
to
here,
him.
Come
Hey,
here, boy.
Flecken!
Where's
Come
your
here,
good
boy!
Where's your good Flecken?
Come here, Flecken!
Thank God I have headphones on.
I was hoping that maybe they could just hear.
Flecken Sie Deutsch!
No.
Don't forget to give that to Maggie, okay?
But they don't allow for the prisoners, or they don't allow presents for the prisoners in the detention center, right?
Oh, hey, you's right. Well, it doesn't matter, I'm coming. I'll count on you to get it to us somehow.
I'm a lawyer, not a delivery boy, Gumshoe. Or a flower.
Damn it,
That's a
Jim.
reference to the last time. Do we just go back to Maggie? Oh,
Maybe
no.
now at the lender we can continue because we know she's
Yeah.
cadaverini.
She
We'll
don't.
bribe her
we
with
have
the weenies.
evidence about that, though.
Hey, Viola, you want some weenies?
She already told us she loves raw meat. Gumshoe did not cook these very well.
All right, I guess we're trying this.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So about
Doesn't-
these,
Doesn't want the weenies.
would you like the weenies?
Really good with coffee.
Dips the weenie into the coffee. Sauce gets into the coffee.
No, that won't
No,
be
that
nice.
that would be
No.
awful.
Yeah. I do not need your hot dog water. Are we gonna read this again? We already got through the first
Oh,
part,
I,
right?
yeah, we've already read this.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about your dad.
A thoroughly bitter person. I'm guessing this?
I like my coffee very bitter.
I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you?
No.
Nice.
It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family cars when someone pulled out in front of me.
Oh.
It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try to avoid it, but I took a blow to the head. A bad one.
Yeah, I can
Went off
imagine.
Jenny in the wind.
No.
Sorry.
So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right?
I don't know what happened to them.
Oh.
They ran away. Or so I heard.
Ran away?
If they'd stayed, I'd have...
Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been... Well, does she know?
Probably not.
Well, it was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident.
What's the cause?
It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We collided. The motorbike in my car.
That's what we call a meet cute.
But Don Tigre isn't injured at all. Is he?
It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash. I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike.
Do we have that?
Oh, the bike.
Yeah, the bike itself.
The bike
probably.
itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, guards all smashed up.
It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he?
And a cute pink scooter.
And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you?
And so do I.
The repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. If the Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they?
Not gonna let you live, gonna make you die.
Gonna make
I was
you
gonna
cry.
tell a lie.
And kill you.
Gonna hurt you.
It's
They're funny.
possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true.
I knew it.
But
Say goodbye.
I can't take this conversation seriously anymore.
That is what we do.
Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive.
How much we talking?
Say goodbye.
God.
Very, very, very expensive.
She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for her, right?
After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him.
Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but someone else.
Granddad. Dear old granddad.
Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of the Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. T. Gray would have paid the money?
$1 million.
Ooh, nice
Nice.
heal.
Oh,
4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really?
Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big.
They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks!
Japan American healthcare is expensive.
My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh?
It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. Oh, compensation.
Compensation.
I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather.
Aww.
But I knew that it wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. What he did to get the money was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him.
You're getting this girl to flip on him?
You helped him? In what way?
You want to know?
Take these.
What are these? Medical papers?
I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer he simply couldn't refuse.
Man, if we ever meet Bruto, he's gonna get the Don Pianta voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
T. Gray is just like, boss, boss, boss.
Boss, boss, boss.
Payment was due last year.
Wow. I feel so bad for Viola.
It's inexcusable.
Huh?
There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. Just those because the
Gee, I wonder
first
why.
only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics.
He's growing.
Is everything alright, Nick?
We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso.
Sure.
That sounds really good. Oh,
I won't
see
need to
something.
convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Okay, great.
This feels very important, though.
Eh. They're
Nick
telling us that it isn't.
Nick was talking about talking to Armstrong earlier.
I
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah?
No?
In the kitchen?
Maybe?
Ah. Voila.
Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again.
But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef.
Quick, bye, get on the grill. I'll get the mise en place ready.
It's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me.
Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened. Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone.
Ah, missing when we need to talk to him most.
Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose? Hmm.
I can't imagine there's anything new.
Hmm.
Still a fire hazard.
Still a fire hazard. Gumshoe?
I guess we haven't been here in a while. Although...
That's true.
Hi.
Well,
Didn't she?
Oh.
Yeah, she got a cycle.
Oh yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Let me get the voice bot ready. There we go.
This lady's not a robot.
Nope.
Nope. So how about you tell me about what kind of...
I'm sorry, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. How'd you like
The
to
thing
do
in her
it?
head is just a voice that's decided she sounds like a robot. That's fine.
Oh, that makes sense. What's she talking about?
What you talking about?
I guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? Gambling. Gambling.
Gambling?
You
Oh yeah,
might
the
can't
tickets.
wait.
The tickets.
Did Mr. J. Sand's troubles have something to do with this?
Oh, maybe
what?
not that.
Wait, what?
I think it's
The ticket on the left, right?
Oh, gambling. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Oh.
I see. Okay, fine. Let's do this.
Sure.
Because this is where we
Oh, you
lost
got that.
health earlier.
But don't you get the
Lost
health
money
back
on gambling
if you do this
like-
correctly?
Oh yeah.
Better to have the safe than to not have the safe. Glenn Elg was addicted to rock, paper, scissors, you see.
He's a Rochambeau master.
So is it?
It's the millionaire radio, I think.
No, I think it's
No?
the winning ticket. Or I think it's all
Yeah.
the horse tickets.
I think it's the single ticket next to the coffee cup.
But that's the winning tickets.
Right.
Would you like to input another question?
That's my guess.
Or is it the many tickets?
No, the many tickets was the next question because we did progress through this conversation a bit.
Okay, yeah. What is that?
A lottery ticket.
Oh yeah.
There were a ton of these on the victim's table at the scene of the crime.
And what is the relevance of that?
The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg, had a gambling habit, didn't he?
Maybe. I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone dreams of being rich. Even I used to live in a radio.
She's right. That is a bit. Oh, okay. Gambling wasn't restricted to the lottery, probably the
Or
calendar,
ponies.
or the horse, or the ticket. Yeah, that.
Yeah,
that'll
these are
be
Yeah,
pony
it's
tickets.
the horse racing tickets.
Yeah, there we go. The lottery, horse racing. He bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps?
No!
You bought too many scratchy lotteries.
You are right. Glenn did not. I did have a gambling habit. Iced tea?
John, don't worry
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Continue.
But mine are weak.
Continue the conversation.
You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand?
Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any.
You're a lawyer.
But if you win, there's no problem, is there?
I'm a lawyer who takes a case every, like, 6 months.
Yeah.
And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000?
Yeah, but
I mean, Nick has a practically perfect record. He could start a firm and hire grad students.
He has a firm, technically, right? Right,
Like
Nico?
he sort of like a partnership and hire people. God,
Oh, you should hire people, huh?
maybe it's because he's a defense attorney.
Huh.
Maybe somebody way into justice.
Maybe.
Oh!
Maybe they're fine.
I only know the first 3 games. Okay.
That's a fine idea.
Just read the lines.
I can't, but I'm giggling. It's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble with that, isn't it?
Nick could hire grad students if I didn't get jealous and scared the whole of them.
It's true that Mr. Elk won $500,000 in the end.
No, it's part of the training, you guys.
But that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that.
Deep trouble? What do you mean?
Mr. Elk's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious.
Meet with
Somebody-
the tiger.
Now that we know who the tiger is.
Should it be that or should it be his picture?
Well, we need to make the connection first.
Okay, let's go with that.
I feel like we tried this, but
We
sure,
did, but then we didn't know who the tiger was.
There we go. I'm gonna try this.
Hey, Furio Tigre.
Ah,
The boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. Maybe they both work.
Because we did not have his profile before.
Yeah, we might need to have both of them at once or something. Tenderlander, people with businesses should think harder before naming their offices.
Like you're one to talk. Well, what do you think?
Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money.
No. I mean about Mr. Elg.
Do you think Glenda had something to do with this Furio Tigre?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know if there's any connection between the two of them.
Really, because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the tiger knew each other. And guess what? Now we present.
now
Yeah.
it's the calendar.
Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tenderlender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt.
No!
Yes.
It is true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habits.
Your sweating is so realistic.
I know, right?
So
About
look
$100,000, I think.
$100,000, ah!
But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear.
Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then?
Why are you nervous about that?
This is neat to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money.
His talents?
I suspect he was talking about programming.
What computer program is worth $100,000?
Yeah.
Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work.
Uh-oh.
No.
I'm so close to cracking her.
Cracking her
Okay.
firewall.
The program in question was a bitch. Is this one?
Was it this program? Was it the weenies?
Was it the Winnies? It's not. It's this. Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber.
No!
Full heal. Great.
All right.
Gladys had more processing power than any computer. But it had been infected with the gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep.
You mean he was in debt?
Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. He said it was going to take some extra work. Something a bit risky.
Risky? How?
Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Tribulations?
Maybe. Where do you come up with these ideas? So it's safe to say that Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh?
The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was the work of a genius. In a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius.
Terrible things, but great.
Or terrible. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million in the black market.
Inconceivable! Gumshoe was right for a change. Very rude.
This date, December 3rd, that is marked on this calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debt.
Great.
How much did you win the lottery? $500,000?
Wait, what?
He won half a million in the lottery, right? So if he owed 100,000 and he won 500,000 right before possibly selling this virus for $1 million. And then Tiger ended up with the disc. It's starting to come together.
I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore.
But what if they're edited?
Nah, they're gone now.
Worthless.
Don't need them.
For once, I agree.
Thrown back onto the floor.
Amazing.
Use the trash can, Nick! Don't litter!
I'm feeding the baby robots.
Now I know his connection to Furio Tigre.
Back to Sweet Shoes.
Blue Sweet Shoes.
Oh,
Don't step on my
that's
blue
right.
sweat. Oh.
Don't step on my blue suede shoes. Oh. Bonjour. I have been waiting for you to return.
We've been waiting for you! Mr. Armstrong!
Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Oh.
Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you fellas.
My darling!
It's Zeniope!
Who you calling Zeniope?
Oh, hey, you pronounced it right.
Ah!
Come out from under the table already, Maya.
Oh, hand it over. What? Yous want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now!
Uh-oh. I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers?
You mean this
Give me these papers. Yeah, exactly right. Give me that.
Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you.
Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant.
How
You just
dare
wanna
you.
know? You just wanna know what's sad?
Eggplants are smart.
I'll tell you what's sad, and it ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad.
I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the $1 million you'd use to pay this off.
Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not.
Phoenix.
There's two of us here. You got that? Two.
There's two of us. Oh.
Just the two of us. Oh.
We.
Mr. Armstrong?
Forgive me. Désolé. I cannot argue with him.
Oh,
Phoenix.
We got roughed up by Armstrong.
That really hurt.
Is that all you
Big strong
got?
arm.
I'll be taking those papers now.
Why don't you take
Armstrong, get that lighter.
Wait!
Don't take it too high. Phoenix, right?
That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down.
No.
Phoenix, you can't say this after every time.
It's happened like 6 times now, I think. Those medical papers were vital evidence.
Once again!
Detective Gumshoe?
When getting roughed up by the
Saves you
mob?
from your dumbass.
Again, pal!
Pal, please. Detective. You think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it!
Whoa! Oh, come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. You got this. You got this. Here we go. Okay. You guys, you get out of here. Leave this guy to me.
I kind of want to watch this.
But
No.
I kind of want to watch Gumshoe take on Tigray and Armstrong 1v2.
You don't
He
want
like
to
throws off his jacket and he's just ripped underneath.
you know, I wouldn't be intimidated, except you are so tall.
Is it getting warm in here or is it just the fire?
Tiger fucking with the bear.
Go, pal, and take these. If you get hurt. Who's gonna look after Maggie, eh?
All right, thanks, Gumshoe.
Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind.
I'll get even with that guy tomorrow in court. Tenderlender is going down. Damn. Let's go.
To be continued.
Super
you
to be
won't.
continued. For right now.
Save.
When was the last time we saved? It's
Alright.
January.
Super January.
I was just looking. Okay, 8:40.
Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie.
Good morning, Phoenix Rise.
Good morning. So, what do you think is going to happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery.
Go to 6 feet tall and 5 feet wide.
It's all muscle.
Yeah, but who's counting?
Every
still
inch of
haven't
him is
solved-
filled with love.
We haven't solved a single part of it yet.
Are you okay, Nick?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course.
I saw that. That little flash of doubt in your eyes.
No, that wasn't doubt. That was, determination. Put it up.
Yes. There
Thank
it
you.
is.
Thank you very much.
hotkeys.
I don't remember all of them. Do you want me to press all my hotkeys at once right now, Jake?
Sounds like
Yes.
somebody needs a stream
Oh,
deck.
you want?
Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get to the defendant's seat. Roger. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you.
Don't let me down. Right.
Are you sure you want to hit all of them at once?
Yes.
No, don't do it. Come to your alive. Why would you do that?
Jay asked.
I did.
You've got the robot filter.
Yep.
Aha, part of the hotkeys. I'm back.
Hey,
Hey,
Pat.
Jay.
Oh,
Hey,
is that-
Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, hi, everybody. Sorry. I was distracted by the robot.
I am here.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that. She needs weenies.
How did you know she was stressed?
She needs weenies.
Jay. I mean, Gumshoe.
Where's the weenies? I was also watching through the doorway.
Oh,
Everything's fine now, don't worry. You look like you lost the case already. I show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Come on. Here, maybe this'll help. It's drugs.
What?
Finally. Wait.
it's drugs. Finally.
No.
You know,
Oh,
from the
shit, we
evidence.
finally got the green bottle back. It's been missing for forever. And then Jay had to throw me under the bus.
Oh, you just think you're like that.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Have you taken up aromatherapy too? It's the goddamn skinnies all over again.
Jay.
Oh, not in a million years, but sorry, I was just really happy with myself. Don't tell me that you don't remember this thing. Come on now, it's the drugs.
Come to think of it, that doesn't look like one of those drug bottles.
Drug.
Drugs. This is the small bottle that turned up in 3 Bean Kitchen a couple days ago.
What do you
No,
mean
but I
Godot's
forgot.
taller than Gumshoe? What do you mean?
How?
By an inch.
How?
Impossible.
Wow, look at all these little bottles.
Gumshoe is constantly wearing stilettos.
Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor.
Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either.
And it doesn't smell.
We finally got the analyst result back from the lab.
Freaking finally on this.
So, what is it? Is it poison?
I'm afraid not, Pam.
Seriously?
Afraid?
It's
Oh, this is the
medication.
medication.
This is the ear
Makes sense.
medication.
Medication?
Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently.
For ears? You mean
Yeah, it's the medicine that Glenn Egg was using for his ruptured eardrum.
what was Glenn Egg's? What was Glenn Egg's ear medicine doing in the kitchen with the other eggs?
That Glenn is definitely an egg.
Egg shape.
What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that?
Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle.
Oh, come on.
Another hour and they might have forgotten somewhere on the prints, but
That's gonna weaken its impact as a piece of evidence.
oh, come on now.
You know, I
And
just
then
realized Jay wasn't that far off when he said drugs.
Drugs. Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable, okay? You got it?
Today's trial. I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done, or my name isn't Phoenix Wright. And then he could steal it from me.
Yo.
And that
Again.
guy's name is not Phoenix Wright.
Yes. Still
Which
Jim.
one of you is the real Phoenix Wright?
It's me, Your
Will the
Honor.
real
Look at
Phoenix
me.
Wright please
No,
stand up?
it's me.
Which one do I shoot?
Choose very wisely.
Alright,
Shoot him, Your Honor. Shoot him. I got a badge.
So,
Who's
I'm
judge today?
guessing it's either me or Jay, and whoever doesn't get it doesn't get lines, I think.
Alright,
It's that boy.
okay.
Court is now in session for the trials of Maggie Bird.
Oh, I'm
The defense
guessing
is ready, Your Honor.
I'm guessing Armstrong's gonna be on the stand.
That's a good guess.
Oh, wait, I forgot you're Godot.
Right?
Yeah.
Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor.
Very good. Then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder in the victim's coffee.
Victim.
I heard it. However, the witness testimony was plagued with a number of problems.
The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand.
Thank you, Mr. Godot. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Shut up, Clovis! Yet the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear.
It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick?
Yes. Ha! Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor.
The way the saxophone came out of the guitar line,
That was good. I like that. Yeah.
The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it.
You lost me already, Mr. Godot.
How? Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify your today. Only losers think like that. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules.
Are you implying that you resolve these contradictions?
You know the answer, no.
Judge.
Oh, you know the answer to these riddles?
The old guy wasn't just throwing seeds in here. He was throwing us off the scent. And today, I shall prove it.
Very well. Let the first witness take the stand.
Hello.
Yep.
And you are?
Oh, bonjour, everyone. I am Jean Armstrong, the owner and the head chef of Le Très Bien Restaurant. Enchanté!
Forgive me for asking, witness, but how do you identify yourself?
Oh,
Oh
okay.
la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am le pet and perky gentleman, no?
Okay.
Got it.
What are your pronouns?
I don't understand that question.
On the day of the incident, you are in the Three Bean Kitchen. Isn't that right?
With you, monsieur?
Eh?
Everything is right.
Ho ho ho. Ha!
Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate that guy?
No.
Hmm.
Very well. Your testimony, please, witness.
Gomez, it's an open relationship.
No, that's fair.
Please tell the court what happened at that day at Très Bien.
Oui, volontiers. 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 Ah. Très bien. When it all happened,
Words.
there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new art deco that day. Like having a large mirror between la table, for example.
Oh
My God.
We're just now hearing about this.
I gotta lay down for a second.
I
Why?
Something.
Come
hate
on.
it. I hate it.
Viewers.
I mean, I figured it would be something like that because of Glenn Alg's name and some
Yeah,
other character's name.
I figured mirrors too, but like then they just drop
they
it in
just
the
drop
middle.
it so casually.
It's too
Yeah.
convenient. Too convenient.
Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, no?
Hmm.
So done.
A mirror!
Exactly.
Oui, un grand mirror. Le most enormous mirror.
You have 12 letters. You pronounce 3 of them.
Mm.
And suddenly, the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps on turning, so roll with it.
So what if I don't want to? That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front.
What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me.
It's too early in the morning for it to be happening to us.
It's
Here.
3 a.m.
Early
Too
morning for
early.
In the
you.
morning.
Too
What's
early.
happening?
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
All right.
Très bien. Guess let's press
Oh,
some statements.
And who were the two customers exactly?
May, of course, the young man who died, and the other not so young man.
Are you referring to yesterday's witness, I presume?
What about the other man Maggie says that she saw at the table? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence.
We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we?
I guess I'll just have to try a different approach for the time being. Hold it! You were experimenting with Art Deco? How come I never heard of that before today?
You are not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur?
Please stay on topic. Now, why didn't you tell the court about this before?
But I did, just a few moments ago.
Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This decode you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of culture?
Oh, sure. No. Art Deco is a style of design, Your Honor.
That was the couture.
He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing.
Ah, yes, of course. That's decode.
I was trying to achieve a more La Feminine look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bold remodeling of Le Decor.
Ah, it's apparently some kind of alcohol.
I've never heard of that.
Judge, it is 10 a.m.
It is 3 a.m.
For the judge, it's 10.
It is roughly 9 p.m. How big of a mirror are we talking about here?
Oh, something about 4 meters wide and oui, about 2 meters high.
So that's about 12 feet wide and 6 feet high.
Basically, just smack dab in the middle of the restaurant, in like the aisle.
Let's see, if 1 meter is about 1 yard. Holy glass in a frame, that is huge!
I was intending to install under the ceiling eventually.
Oh, la la.
Oh. The ceiling? Was there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember.
Did you look up?
No. I
one
decided not
looks
to
up.
go. I decided not to go through with it in the end.
What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not?
Yes.
Yeah, always.
Threats.
If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies.
Oh, you didn't ask, right? You've only yourself to blame for that sloppy work.
Hey, witness, was there by any chance, and I have no reason to even think of asking this, was there a giant mirror in the middle of your restaurant?
What?
See? Was that so hard?
Mm,
A mirror was delivered to 3B that day before the incident.
really?
As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end.
This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Trebian, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime.
Ha! If you want to doubt someone's right, look in the mirror. That was in there. When it wasn't in there. I forget. Was it in there?
I hope not.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
I am growing to hate mirrors. I am sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Question: how much debt was he in, and why was he carrying out big design changes when he was in that much debt?
500,000?
That's
Is
a good question.
that what it was?
Maybe. So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror.
Hold it. Normally, I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object.
Normally? How does normally come into these? Do you know what courtroom you are in? That's lame, right? Even for you. Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, isn't possible? Is that it? Oh,
You know.
where does that leave the proctor-headed lawyer and the
Porky-headed.
top-notch chick over there?
Top-notch chick.
Yes. And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over there. Well tried.
Ah, not the hair!
I do not have a top knot.
A little bit of a top knot.
Mr. Godot is correct.
He is ungodly cool.
A lack of normality is no basis for a discounting argument.
Here, logic has won the day.
Oh, that. Everything. He would have seen everything in reverse.
Hey, Nick. We should take a second think about what old CD said in his testimony.
How did he phrase it again?
The boy was wearing an earpiece on the same side of the green lens of his specs. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. And then he used his same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand.
If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh?
And that clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it?
Ha!
It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but...
Do you think old CD saw everything through a reflection?
if he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony.
But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie.
Wait,
Yeah?
what? Did he say he saw a vase spill, or did he say that he spilled the vase?
He saw a vase spill, and then he later remembered that it was the vase on his own table. But it's possible that he was looking through a mirror and saw a vase spill across the room, quote unquote, when it was actually the one on his table.
Ah.
Because of the mirror.
Was the mirror covering
saw-
both booths? Both tables?
I guess. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Because if he saw Glenn through a mirror, then he would have been sitting on the same side of the restaurant as Glenn. And that side did not appear to have a spilled vase, right? When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. Crime photo.
So yeah, the vase had to have been spilled on the opposite side of the room.
Things are not adding up.
There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We've just gotta dig deeper.
Hold it. Or, well, no.
We're
Not hold it.
back at the beginning.
Yeah, we're done with that. Okay. Maybe that? We could present the statement that he knocked over the vase. On this?
Everything would have been reversed. This feels like the point you need to argue.
Maybe?
I feel like the hint is saying the things he was talking about is what needs to be contradicted or something.
You would have seen
mean,
everything
yeah,
in
if-
reverse.
If you wanted to contradict this statement, you would have to contradict him not seeing things
If
in
he,
reverse.
well, at first he thought he saw the vase on the opposite table break because he was seeing himself in the mirror.
And everything that happened with Al was on his left, which means in reality it should have been on his right?
Yeah. So yeah, if he
Does
saw,
that make sense?
he described himself looking at Glenn in a mirror. That's the only way that makes sense. But he couldn't have been sitting there because the vase was not spilled. So something's fishy. Let me try this.
Uh-oh. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in the story.
You fucked up!
No, Your Honor.
We tried
What was it with Glenn's earpiece again? Wasn't there something about it?
The old man said that he saw him wearing the earpiece in the ear that was damaged.
Yeah.
It was on the other ear.
Which would make it on the right. But... Can we look at Glenn? I mean, the
Like
profile.
his profile?
Yeah. Yeah, he's wearing it for an HMD over his left eye.
Wait a second.
Huh.
Left eardrum was ruptured.
But everything that was left will then become right. So what if you saw it on left, it was on the right.
I think
Yeah,
I
the
think I
mirror
figured
was
it
there.
out.
Well, no, because the old man said that he was wearing the earpiece in his left ear, which is the eardrum that was ruptured. And he also said he was wearing it on the same side his earpiece
Yeah.
was on. Which
think I
in this
figured-
picture that we're looking at right now, it's on his left eye.
I think I figured it out.
Is it this?
Oh?
Do we just present this lad?
I don't know about presenting this live. I think I figured out the mystery. Shoot.
Okay.
I don't want to say it though. I'll let you guys
Right.
figure it out.
But what if I don't want to figure it out?
I hate thinking.
Thinker.
I think we present Glenn Elk on the reverse statement.
Would have seen everything in reverse.
Reverse.
So just to show that he said, like, Kudo said that he saw the HMD over the left eye. We can see in this picture that he does wear it over his left eye.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, hey.
The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side of the green lens of his specs. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt.
So to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side.
Exactement. You see, monsieur, now that you think about it, it's not so hard, no?
Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head?
Have we established that the HMD is not reversible?
Order. Mr. Wright is correct. If the witness could genuinely observe the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been on his right eye.
How bitter. Right, you should have a taste of this bitterness. It will calm you down in no time, as all coffee works.
Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different?
You don't understand the way the witness thinks.
How he thinks?
He's a left brain, right brain kind of guy.
Hmm.
Yes. You remember this, I presume?
The I broke the vase. Sorry, apology. Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony.
Exactly. The old man has one very egregious habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind gets. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elg?
Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece.
And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Elg's HMD made a big impression on the old man. I saw the earpiece and the newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh, yes. They were both on his left ear. Did you hear? His left ear. Well, Mr. Trite.
Oh, that's the worst but best impression of Kudo ever.
I didn't do one.
Wow, I really thought he was old Seedy there for a minute.
I
That was
didn't do
good.
one.
They're
No.
razzing. They're just razzing.
I didn't know old CD had a prosecutor's badge.
Wow, Godot, you're
What is
really
happening
good at impressions.
I do not
Yeah.
understand. You're mocking me, aren't you?
No.
No.
Hey, I wrote you a song. Fuck you.
Enough! I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony.
Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you were found is just a rash.
All right.
God damn it, Maya.
A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at?
Good still.
Oh, fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court we're all ears.
Oui, I can explain. Please, if you will look at le plan le restaurant. Le plan de la
Jay got around to
restaurant.
watching Session Cup, man.
Yeah, how could you tell?
Is it alright if I go grab some water?
Go for it.
No,
Sure.
how dare you?
Be right back.
Okay.
She's
Oh.
giving herself a little bath.
Oh.
And by she, I mean Maisie.
Ah, yes.
Drink that shit.
I'll just go to the testimony while he's doing it.
Hello, is everyone sitting comfortable?
I don't know anymore.
Why would you put it there? Why would you put a sheet of glass right in the
That's
middle
a
of the
hazard.
What did they say?
I mean, his
The mirror.
His kitchen is full of lace. I don't think he's any stranger to.
Yeah, I
hazards
guess
and all
that's
that.
true.
God damn.
There are no safety regulations in this place.
Le mirror was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of
Ah,
La
here we
Victoire.
go.
That was the table next to the victims. That was where the old man was sitting. After that terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else.
I see no problems with the explanation we have just heard.
No.
I see one.
The mirror was being carried by two very handsome construction workers. They were keeping it in the middle of the restaurant to prevent cartoonish incidents.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hey.
The mirror's in the middle of the room, apparently.
It was in like smack dab in the middle of the aisle of the restaurant.
We all hate it.
We?
Yes.
And also, Armstrong just said that the old man was sitting in the top left table.
Yeah,
Which
the very top left
we
seat.
already, yeah.
That can't be right. We have the picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have a picture. All right, did you read this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Here it is.
From the table next to the victim, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror.
I do hate that. Look at that.
I see a problem. This is bullshit.
Oh, what a naughty little coquette I am, confusing other men like this.
Don't worry about it. We can keep up, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again.
Oh, I hate that guy.
I know.
You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that?
Volunteer, of course. Oh.
Very well, Mr. Wrights. Your cross-examination, if you please. And with that, check him out,
I flag ad.
He was bullying me in the middle of the statement earlier. I was like, I gotta leave at some point, but when can I? Anyways, be right back.
We already know what to do here.
Let's
And
do
now
it.
the judge has 20 lines.
Yes. Well,
Don't touch anything else.
I think it's the one where he's saying
This
that
one.
he was sitting in the top left table. That
yeah.
one. Because then we can present the picture with the
Yep.
vase not being spilled over.
It's just that easy.
Is it?
Let's see.
It's
Certainly
actually
seems that way.
like really easy.
It's actually like really easy.
This one?
Yeah. Well, or it could either be
Yeah.
this or his note
The
saying that
I
he
like
spilled the vase.
I like the picture.
The picture
Hey.
makes more sense now.
Your Honor, it's actually like really easy. This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony we have heard, Your Honor. Oh, is Abscon? Yeah.
Lunar.
Okay.
The crime photo.
Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist.
What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
Should not exist? Ha! Sounds like you're describing yourself, right?
Damn.
Now then, if the defense would please clarify his statements.
It can't.
I love Lunar's judge voice.
Thank you. I'm not very confident in it, like at all.
Okay, and here's where we present the haiku.
Yes. Or wait, no, just present the vase.
Yeah. Take that. I think it's pretty obvious that this is what should not be in the picture.
The vase? What possible connection does this have to the witness's testimony?
Your Honor, I'm telling you that there should have been no vase on this table. Because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence. No,
The
haiku.
haiku.
I'm sorry. I'm
Sorry.
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 We're sorry. Sorry.
Woke of me.
We're sorry.
What's happening right now?
Sorry.
Take it, Judge.
Sorry.
Take it.
Kill
Take
the
it.
butt.
Take it.
Kill the butt.
Want to become famous?
Ugh.
Bam!
Oh, damn. Very fast. There is one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was there on the table where he was sitting.
Every time a bot shows up, it's like somebody shouting, "Pull!"
Emergency drill.
Okay. Where he was sitting.
And yet, as the court can see, there is an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not, in fact, sitting at the table next to the victim at all.
Don't be an idiot, right? That's impossible. That seat's the only one could have seen in the victim's reflection from.
Exactly. There is only one conclusion that we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in Tribulations that day.
There was, but I'll get to it later.
Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie.
Mon Dieu!
Don't try to confuse the court, right? Obviously, the witness cleaned up the vase. While the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene.
Objection! Unfortunately, Mr. Godot, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary. In his own words, I did not touch anything else except the mirror.
I think I screamed, but it wasn't quite there.
Cut to a shot
Well,
of
with
Kudo
this-
gluing the vase back together like Pearl.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day.
In light of this revelation, we return back to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in an ear which he couldn't hear?
This would be a lot easier if Kudo ever said which table he was sitting at.
Do you think he remembers?
No.
Or if there was, or if there was a picture of the other half of the restaurant.
Not to.
Yeah.
Huh? You only get one shot in life. Do not miss your chance to blow.
I'm not
Oh, that's
throwing
the
away
lie.
my shot.
If you want to claim that mirror wasn't there, right? Then this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw?
If I can answer this, then I'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it.
Are you going to be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick?
There's more than just this one contradiction, Maya. Yeah?
There is, on this page, so there's 3 pages of evidence. Oh, here we go.
What are we looking for?
3 pages of contradictions.
Between 1:30 and 2:30. Do we have a time for when the police got there?
I think we did a long while ago. When we were
Pursuing
first being
event
told all the different time
The 30
frames.
10 minutes of your life every Monday at 1:30.
He had to have collapsed after 1:30. Yes. But who's to say he died then?
Him.
I'm wondering if did the police get there at like 2, or did they get there at like 3?
I don't know. All I know is there's more than one contradiction, Maya.
Well, they definitely got there. Well, if they say the time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30, then they could not have gotten there before 2:30.
What do you mean?
Remember what Maggie told us? There was another man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up.
We're all bad at math.
Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all the contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple.
Who made a mistake? The ear doctor made a mistake. Okay. The victim was a phony? This is what I thought it was.
You think
The-
maybe there was another Glenn Elg sitting in the bottom right seat?
I think the murder that Kudo saw was staged
Oh.
And that
to
the
create
very
a
perfect
witness.
imposter.
Yeah.
So, do you think maybe there was another waitress on the other side of the mirror as well? One of them being Maggie and the other one being...
I think that by the time Kudo walked into the restaurant, Glenn was already dead.
Oh.
Wow.
And they covered him up
Alright.
with the mirror. And then
guess
staged
so.
another murder to make Kudo a witness. And to think that the waitress did it.
Victim was a phony. This case is riddled with contradictions. Yet there is one very simple answer that clears them all up.
And what is that? Please don't be dumb, please don't be dumb, please don't be dumb, please don't be dumb.
The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced
Someone called Davey Salinger.
Please don't be dumb, please don't be dumb.
were two completely different events.
Yeah!
It's dumb!
What?
Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Elg at all. Here I go. It was an imposter, a phony pretending to be Mr. Elg. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake.
Kudo's like, oh, this is getting good. I love when he does that.
Order in the court. Settle down or I clear the courtroom. Phoenix, if this were anyone else, you would have thrown out.
Quiet, Gramps. Why don't you clear out of here? Hmm?
Yeah, and if everyone's like, oh, that's impossible, just say, there was a trial with a phony me.
Yeah.
What did you say?
You heard me.
Contempt of court
Right.
with you.
Are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup?
Yes, that was an imposter.
Oh my god. Someone pretended to be Glenn Elg and acted out the whole coffee poisoning. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo.
I saw the waitress win.
Get real, Trite. Why would anyone want to do that?
Isn't it obvious?
No.
The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was...
The servant girl brought him in Jarsino, but she put something in it. That's the servant girl right there, in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. It's so hard to believe, but for some
There was
dumb
one.
reason it makes sense.
There was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee.
Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's store was a fake as well? It's true there was no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but... It's also true the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening and was totally not in the pocket of the defendant.
Yeah.
That's right. If your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct?
Oh la la, This is most difficult for me.
Objection. No, it's quite simple.
It's
All you
actually
have to
quite
do
simple.
is testify. You are under
actually
oath,
a
after
lie.
all. Really easy. Was there in fact a phony at Tribulations that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth of what happened.
The defense request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain in details the events in the restaurant that day.
Oui.
It's actually surprisingly simple.
It
We got a new one.
was too different. I don't understand. My world is shaken.
That's just a reference to a YouTuber.
Oh.
La victim, Monsieur Elg, came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers. When he got word he won the lottery, Monsieur Elg became very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. No, there was no time for a phony to do the acting.
You're telling me a shrimp commit this murder?
Just so we're in the clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant.
Je vous demande pardon. Forgive me, Your Honor. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly.
No, it just muddied it even more.
Ooh!
Bad job.
That was my line.
Oh, perjury.
I will decide how to punish you later.
Oh, oui.
Don't sound happy about it. For now, we will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright, if you please.
He took that perjury charge a bit too well. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination. Gonna get you.
Gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
Maybe
One
next
way
week at the pace
or
of this
another.
trial.
Hey, now.
Was he alone at his table as well?
Mais oui. I sound from the kitchen.
Yet the defendant, Miss Bird, remembers it differently. She swears that there was another man at the victim's table.
Unfortunately for you, Tribes. Yesterday's witness also testified that the victim was alone. You know, seeing you squirm like this reminds me of a certain coffee's bittersweet taste. Buy on your local Best Buy.
What? Best Buy? For coffee? What kind of coffee has been drinking at Best Buy?
Well, you'll know if it's the only one you could buy there.
Okay, to be
You know
fair,
you're doing
Not
pretty
coffee,
well.
nearest-
it's love.
Okay,
It's
I will
love that's bittersweet.
say the closest GameStop to me has a Starbucks right next to it.
See?
Hearing Maya say that makes her seem wise all of a sudden.
Best brews.
I wasn't wise before. Best brew.
Do you want an answer?
Okay, so
No.
my problem with this is I could say that Glenn Elg had on his calendar that he had a meeting with someone called Tiger. But I will press other statements to get more info.
By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct?
Oui. He comes often for my special coffee.
I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. Once. It's special, I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience.
That reminds me, I tasted probably the worst cup of coffee I ate in my life today.
Oh,
Me too.
no.
Every one of them.
I went to meet someone for lunch at this like bar and grill type place, and it was early, so I wanted a coffee. The first one they gave me was ice cold. I asked for another, and it was
Oh,
like
no.
it tasted rancid. The second cup,
Huh.
like it was hot. It tasted like sour.
Ooh.
So I got a Sprite after that.
I'm gonna take your story and go on a completely random tangent. I ordered DoorDash today for me and my coworker who helped me while I was away on vacation. So they took over all my work. I said, "Here, I'm gonna get you a treat," and then they didn't get the special drink they wanted to get. So I had to drive out to the store that I ordered at to get the drink they wanted. So I'm like, I just could have went out to get it anyway. Sorry, that's all I wanted to say.
Jay is
Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
That was just before stream.
you make me so happy, monsieur. You are most welcome anytime.
I said it was worth one sip and nothing more.
Damn.
So old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask about his arrival in more detail.
What
time was
try
it?
it?
Oh, what time was it?
Out of curiosity, about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oh no, I cannot remember, monsieur.
I believe we were told by a witness yesterday.
The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir.
We got him.
Pretty
Crime was
late.
reported
Oh.
at 2:25.
Like an hour later.
Court record, court record. Where is it?
What are you looking for?
The horse.
No. Oh. Doesn't say the time.
Yes.
Oh.
Shoot.
The autopsy?
No. The lottery.
No, he's looking for the meeting.
No, the lottery.
The lottery ticket.
Here we go.
There.
Oh, yeah, because he collapsed 5 minutes later.
So the lottery show is from 1:30 to 1:40. So at 1:40, he shouted that he won the lottery. The crime wasn't
Yeah.
reported until almost an hour later.
So Kudo had to have seen something like a bit less than an hour later.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness?
The incident happened about 20 minutes after he arrived.
Okay, and he said he spent about 5 minutes looking for a phone. So, if the call was made at 2:25, and he spent 5 minutes looking for a phone, and it happened 20 minutes after the incident, that means that the poisoning, according to this, happened at 2.
Yes.
This case is too much math.
Not. Really?
There's a 20-minute gap between the lottery winnings and all that. Okay.
So the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10 p.m., no?
No!
Just after 2, huh?
Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur. You are wonderful.
I can't sit here all the time and do nothing now, can I?
You said it happened 20 minutes after you came to the restaurant? Yeah.
Wait, so
You just
he
said,
just said that Kudo arrived at 2.
yeah.
and then
If
it
Kudo
happened
arrived between 2 and 2:10, the Gumshoe said that the call was made to the station at 2:25. And Kudo
But
said that he spent about 5 minutes looking for a phone after the incident happened.
but he just said that the incident happened 20 minutes after Kudo arrived. So it
Yeah,
wasn't
so-
2:20 when the incident happened.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. And Kudo arrived at between 2 and 2:10. Okay, I see where we got confused. Okay. Yeah, the incident, according to Gumshoe, would have happened at 2:20. Okay.
Okay.
The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony.
Yes.
Wonder why.
Oui, monsieur Judge. Everything I do it for you.
That is a smart way to do it.
Merci bien. That's French, isn't it?
I think the judge is charmed.
I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood.
He's even humming a song to himself.
The judge? Ooh. Judge has a little crush. Okay. Remember, the old man arrived not long after. Okay. Does he say. Okay. He says that. Alright.
Okay.
He says that after 2 p.m. is when. With the lottery, so. This. Yep.
Objection.
Okay.
I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong.
What? What do you mean?
At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announced the winning numbers of the $500,000 lottery ticket.
Oui, that must be the show Monsieur Eric was listening to.
I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright.
I wonder... You say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct?
Oui, oui, I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I had just finished serving the lunch menu.
Get to the point, right? If you have one.
That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m. And it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life.
It's on the air at 1:30?
Now, supposedly the victim made some noise when it was announced that he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m.
I mean, if you listen to the recording of it, you know.
Yeah, but they didn't say that, because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by that point in time.
No!
This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over. There's only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. This victim was an imposter, acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder! Yes, there were 2 Glen Elgs in Tribulations that day. The real Glen Elg, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer. And the phony Glen Elg acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness.
It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how could you explain this time discrepancy?
Quite the performance, Trite. You're almost on a roll.
Ah,
But sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song.
You're mixing some metaphors.
what is this, Music Theory 101?
Definitely not.
Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony Elg is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain, then, where the real Mr. Glen Elg is? Like, where would you even
Behind
put
the
him?
mirror!
I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court. However, at that time, the real Glen Elg was already dead.
That is certainly the obvious conclusion.
Oh, I kept it in. Thank you, Trite. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
What?
Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours? Can you explain where the missing corpse went to?
The missing corpse,
According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. If that customer was a phony Glen Elg, then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim?
Nah!
Other side of the mirror.
Behind the mirror.
Kitchen.
Or the kitchen.
Or the
I
kitchen.
thought that we established that there was no mirror.
Well-
No,
Yeah,
I
we
think
have
that- I think that
reestablished
is
that
what
there
we-
was a mirror.
We did?
Yeah, like,
I thought they said
Did
there
it?
wasn't a
we,
mirror.
we haven't really
thought
come
they-
down solid on either way.
I
All
mean,
right.
I figured the reenactment was taking place in the table just to the right of where the old man was sitting.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And it was reflected
I'm
in
thinking.
the mirror.
That's
if-
what they're saying, but that was incorrect.
I was thinking that the real murder happened in the top right, and the reenactment happened in the bottom right. And
Yeah,
Kudo
that's
was
what I'm
sitting in the
saying.
bottom left.
But
A phony Glenelg. Glenelg.
the prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If your theory is to stand up to the examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution questions. Where did the killer hide the body?
Yes, Your Honor.
No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden.
Evidence.
Will be the
Evidence.
medicine bottle?
Evidence.
What's with the intense pressure in here all of a sudden?
I thought I had him with that contradiction. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead.
Like a turnabout?
Weird.
Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the real Mr. L concealed?
Inside Tribune.
Yep. It would have been, yeah, okay, too dangerous to take the body outside.
Hyper in the game.
Get him!
Get 'em!
Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Trey Bien.
Interesting. Where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? Perhaps you would care to show the court these plans, Mr. Wright?
Sure, Your Honor. Give me a moment. Yes, Your Honor.
In the kitchen.
The exact location where the body was concealed inside the Trey Bien
Alright,
was...
so are we gonna
Either-
say that there was no mirror?
He already confessed that it wasn't a mirror.
He has no mirror.
I mean, who did? Armstrong? We don't trust Armstrong.
Yes. Yeah, but with the picture we provided as evidence to say that there was no mirror, that is how we proved it.
Fine, in the kitchen.
Take that! The body was hidden here!
I see.
You do? Nice suspicion.
Supposition.
Oh,
Nice
yes, right.
sus. But the real question is, can you back it up?
Is this where we can put Among Us in the tags for this video?
I know what it is.
Oh, I know what it is.
I guess it's the
Is it this?
yeah.
Bottle.
Bottle.
The ball. The ball.
Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle?
The ball.
No, 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 no. I have never seen the ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality only for me.
Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright?
Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Trey Bien.
Quoi? I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils.
But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication.
What kind of medication?
I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they?
Drugs.
That Mr. L visited an otolaryngological clinic and was given medication that day.
Thank you, Maya.
Otolaryngological.
Thank you.
You can't be serious.
The defense has had the contents of the bottle analyzed, you know, like the defense is supposed to do. And I have the lab results here.
Honestly.
The contents of the bottle match the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg.
The bottle?
The bottle. Mr. Glenn Elg's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen, at which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen?
I've been looking at my flashcards, Nick.
Mon Dieu.
The flashcards I brought last time, oh my god.
I know.
Oh, that's great, Maya, I'm glad. Yes, you know what I'm about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird. However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back.
No.
Wait, you're saying that they were the imposter?
No.
No.
Oh,
We're saying Armstrong was an accomplice.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. Order! This is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenn Elg?
Wouldn't do that.
I could not do such a horrible thing.
Liar.
You know,
Good you're screaming. Are you drowning, Mr. Godot?
The bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee. That's one of my rules. I don't know where it came from.
do you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now?
Then I'd like to do the same for the person who lied to me. Open your mouth.
Monsieur Godot, with all these people watching?
No!
What do you mean?
Don't.
I'd like to take them down with my empty cup.
Khaki like me.
Listen up, chef.
Oh, Gene.
How about a brand new flavor in your ear? My H-deficit friend.
H deficient?
H
Oh, because the French accent.
Oh.
Je vous demande pardon. Please, you must hear me out. It is a trap. Listen to me, por favor.
Wait, what?
Yo habla español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor in Spanish.
You're a fraud.
I'm only going to ask you.
Well, I
once.
don't know what y'all talking about.
No,
Did you
no,
do it?
no, absolutely
You do
no.
it.
I simply.
And who was it?
Let's hear it.
It was
Yeah?
Billy Bob, Max,
Billy Bob
Galactic-
Jones, yeah.
yeah, Max Galactica, who became country.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have got one shot. Why, right, Grams?
Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement before we end the stream. If you lie under oath again, and Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you.
Uh-oh.
So it says, I miss Lotta Hart, Max Galactica, and Jake Marshall. And, Asahina, and Asahina's brother.
And
Asahina the OG.
Joshua.
Yoshi.
Joshua.
Josh.
Joshua.
Josh.
You know, if I ever see him again, I'm gonna call him that.
I mean, we might soon.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well,
As Judge.
As does my gavel.
Oui, it is clear.
What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this. Phoenix, I think you've said that like 10 times.
Phoenix is force
Because
sensitive.
it's right all the time.
Honestly,
Very well.
literally.
Begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong.
All right. Give it to us real this time.
It is true. I had the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it.
Oh, I forgot. I did miss a word.
I had no
tapped-
choice.
I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
The movie
You were
poster in the office
forced.
that made Mia cry is actually a Star Wars poster.
Really?
Oh.
Is it? Huh.
By who?
I cannot say. I will be erased.
You have
Erased?
been erased.
Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Elk died, was he really the only person at his table?
There was.
Another.
There. Another Skywalker.
Always do.
I knew it.
Maggie was telling the truth.
You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright.
There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer. Tell
This
me.
man not come to blows with Gumshoe last night.
They may have won.
Alright. How was that?
Has anybody checked up on Gumshoe?
It is 9:54.
We just saw Gumshoe this morning.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
And he
Oh
seemed
yeah,
fine.
there was like no reference to the fight.
There was a reason you could not refuse. I'm thinking, do we have his stat? Yep,
Is it that
Yeah.
easy? Is it just that easy? Oh my
I
god.
think so.
Oh my god.
You have a $500,000.
Easy.
Boy, this was really hard, Armstrong. You have a $500,000 debt, don't you?
$500,000? Is this true, Mr. Armstrong?
Oui, je suis désolé. I was weak and I borrowed the money.
Ba, 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 ba. This is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. And that's why you couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man.
The tiger.
A $500,000
What are we doing? Oh.
a $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you.
Oui, it is as you say.
Mr. Armstrong.
Le tiger. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting the victim to demand that he repay his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body and the inconscient Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
And I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre.
And you had an unforgettable evening.
How are perjury charges if you are being vaccinated to do committing perjury?
Depends on
In
the
this
situation.
country? To be determined.
A conspiracy to murder with extenuating circumstances?
I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket were found in the defendant's apron pockets. Was that your doing as well?
No, I know nothing about that. I'm making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It is despicable.
Godot.
Despicable me. Moi. Despicable moi.
Mr. Godot.
I'm mad that I screwed that read up.
You will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will adjourn for now.
Oh.
Proceedings will continue tomorrow.
No.
30 minutes.
1 week.
What?
Yes.
The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more.
How the...
Don't sit back and relax yet, Trite. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way.
Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godot. We will resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess. To be continued.
To be continued.
This
As
is
per
going
the
out
timing.
pretty well,
Yeah.
despite the delay at the beginning.
Yeah.
What delay?
What delay?
I mean, I wasn't here for the first like 20 minutes. I don't know if you guys didn't do anything while waiting for me or what.
We did a little. We just
we
just
looked
looked at
at
stuff.
Calling.
Yeah.
We
It
looked
was
at a room.
very entertaining.
Yeah. All right.
I laughed.
This was
So,
fun.
This trial's getting good.
Yeah, this trial
Yeah.
I think is probably gonna finish next time.
Yeah, this is a fun
Spicy.
trial. We're
Very
definitely gonna
likely.
finish next time. So what's
Recommence.
what's on the docket for the future?
Tomorrow. What is tomorrow, Seth?
Oh no! Have you announced the changes to that schedule?
Oh no.
It'll be here soon, buddy. It'll be here soon.
Everybody
So
gives
what
that
are you
let
doing
know
instead?
what happened.
So,
Please, Sabs
with,
5.
Inconsolable.
with the delivery, they have a tendency of, like, I know my PS5 is 2.5 hours away from where I live. I know it is. It's been there since midnight yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But the mail only goes twice a week from that place.
Oh.
So I'm lucky if I get a Monday or Tuesday.
Just drive? I mean, can you go get it?
Soon.
No, because it's set to deliver at the store next to where I live.
So don't really have it in a spot that I can just go and grab it. Yeah, I've had
No.
Mm.
You'll get it next time, sport.
So
Economy
we
shipping
can't-
2, Journey to the PS5.
Next week we'll hear about the mail truck that got stuck in a ditch and was not found for 3 more
No,
weeks.
you can't say
never-
something like that.
It's confirmed that it arrived 2.5 hours away from where I live. So
And
What
then
are you doing on Saturday?
Random highway robbery?
No.
So Smash tomorrow?
Oh. Jay,
Yes.
are you up for Sonic?
I'm up for Sonic.
All right, have fun, you two.
Yeah.
It was
2-week weenie soup.
Soup.
okay.
That was oddly appropriate. Why'd you have that ready?
We didn't represent. I immediately downloaded it.
I see.
All right,
Good
fine.
night,
It was
everybody.
Fred
It
Soup. I'm done with this. I'm bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.